There we go. What's going on, everyone?
Hey,
I'm not looking at the camera because
community.
I'm looking at the project community right there. Yeah.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Look where we are. Holy crap! I'm really excited. This is awesome. There's a subway going by. You know what they say is like every good game starts in a subway.
Like
right?
Half-Life 2 and 1.
Yeah, and one. Yeah, every good game starts with a subway. That's the place to be. Exactly. So we're at. Yeah, there's some lighting in here. We got some avatar lighting going on apparently. And making my hair extremely shiny. It's good stuff. So, we are 16 days from VKet. Holy cow!
Yeah, I'm not stressed.
We have an absolutely huge. Yeah, we have an absolutely huge. I'm just gonna get over here. So we have an absolutely huge World Hop Pact. It's gonna be Quest compatible. If you want to join us right now, you want to go to the. You want to go to. He's just moving the camera. You want to go to the.
Stop moving.
To the VRChat group. Stop moving.
I put this up for a reason.
Community World. Find the VKet booth and join our group right from there. You can just click on the virtual market logo and you can find it because these guys have this lovely stuff in here. And there's a ton of other communities in here too that we're about to show you and you should check out. We have a lot of people here today. We are at 64 users.
Oh my gosh, we're about to break a record.
With one more user, we have broken our our total people in a World Hop. So there you go. There it is. Woo!
Yeah, we did it! New record!
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work, guys. It's
well done, everyone.
So again, we love promoting additional communities. we love promoting additional groups in VRChat. And again, thanks to all of our ambassadors, of which PJKT as a whole is. And we'd like to promote them and everything they're doing throughout the rest of the year as well. So they've been kind enough to let us have a booth here. And
yes.
Along with all these other amazing creators in the metaverse and here in VRChat. They have this lovely Quest-compatible world that you should definitely check out. It runs like the Dickens, and it's the frame rate is great. I got everybody here. It's like, and I'm getting pretty much full frames.
Yeah.
It is a lovely thing. So
this is Quest-friendly.
The spirit of that cross. It is. It is.
There you go.
In the spirit of that, we're going to do a Quest-friendly World Hop too. So yeah, it should be pretty fun. So I guess we should talk about a few things. So 16 days to VKet.
Yes.
All of the submissions have ended. Hopefully you got your booth in. I know our community collaborators are just buttoning things up right now, and we are slowly watching the worlds come to completion with all of the lighting and the para-real worlds and everything. And we have a new press release for you. So if you check out the Virtual Market Prowly, which you can find linked on the press section of event.vket.com, as well as posted on our social media on X, on VKet, and you might find it on Reddit, and you might find it on Facebook, and you might find it on Instagram, but look around, you'll find it. And so that's going to be talking about our first round of sponsors that have been revealed. There's a lot of cool ones. So corporate sponsors, and we got lots more in store, lots of really cool corporate sponsors that are going to be at VKet this time, and they're the ones that help us afford all of this. And
there is a leak, a purpose leak, by the way, in the sponsor list. If you look at the sponsor list, I'm not saying who it is, you have to look yourself, because you got to go and do that, because I went through all the work to translate everything. But if you go to the press release and look at the sponsor list that we released, you might see some company in there that you might recognize that's actually very popular. So I'll leave it at that. You go look at it.
Yep, some secret corporate booths. They're on their way. I have it. Let me tell you, the corporate worlds are great this year, but honestly, the exhibitors are even better. So all of the people that have submitted this stuff, we obviously get major spoilers as we go through the worlds, and the booths are incredible. Like the going from VKet 1 all the way to VKet 2024 summer is like a crazy experience to see where things have progressed to, and that in itself is really amazing. All the worlds themselves are really well done as well. There's lots of secrets this time and all kinds of cool stuff, so I'm excited for that quite a lot. We're doing another thing at the end. Hey, welcome. Well, now we are not out by Yui. So we have all three of us here. About time. Perfect entrance.
Power outage. I just got an internet back.
It's all good. Welcome back. So we're here to do not only a World Hop, but we have a very special event happening right after the World Hop.
Very important.
If you're here with us now, and you stick with us to the end, and I'm very sorry for those of you that really need your sleep, and I do understand that. You have an opportunity to be featured on a giant LED signage screen in the middle of Tokyo. So at the end of this event, we're going to be recording an advertisement for VKet Reel. and that is our twice yearly real convention that happens as the cherry on top of VKET in Tokyo. This time it's going to be in Tokyo. It's going to be in Akihabara and in Osaka. So we'll have a bunch of creators that do stuff in the real world and also in VRChat and social VR platforms there. And it's a two-day party in Tokyo. It's a good time, and we usually have ads running all over the, in JR Rail. We have ads running on screens all over the place, and we have trucks driving around blasting our theme song. But this time, you guys get to be in them on video.
Yes.
Downtown Tokyo.
Yeah, that's right.
So
if you want to join, something worth mentioning. If you want to join and be part of the commercial that's going to be ran in Tokyo, there's a couple of rules that everyone needs to be aware of. One, no lewd avatars, so you can't be like in a bikini alone. You gotta have some clothing on. Okay, make it somewhat.
It's gonna be on the street.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the public, right? This is gonna be publicly viewed in the general public of Japan. So wear some clothing. Second rule, make sure it's an IP or CO that you own. Or OC, sorry, I said CO. OC that you own.
Yeah.
Because we can't have
a public avatar.
Yeah, we can't have like Mickey Mouse coming out of nowhere and be like, ha, and like, oh, that's not that's not ours.
It won't be good. Yeah, can't do that. So it does have to be an avatar that you can use for private use or public, right? So all of that, as long as you follow those rules, it should be good. And yeah.
I mean, even though Disney does sponsor our event as well, we can't have Mickey Mouse popping up and.
Nope.
Yeah.
We'd have to ask them very politely to see what happens there. So.
I'd rather be all original stuff that's what makes the community, VRChat and Virtual Market be there than, other people that aren't, at that thing. So please, again, your own content, nothing that's, belonging to some other organization or company, and wear some decent clothing, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So that, I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to try to do it around the end of the World Hop, so probably 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern. So stick with us, and you can come to that. We should turn this camera around because I see a ton of ambassadors here who I don't see every day, and of course we have our friends from PGKT here as well. Different people from the community. I see a whole bunch. Why don't we get our ambassadors up here? So the crew from PGKT come up here and talk about your event a little bit, and the rest of our ambassadors come up here and say hello. And we'll get a bit of a wide angle and show everybody out here. We have a full world, so it is unbelievable. We are at 78 out of 80. There be a queue. There's something. Yeah, that's a lot of folks. So hi everybody.
Welcome,
to see everybody here.
Hello.
Yo. Hello. So again, once again, we need a spokesperson. Who we getting? Who wants to talk? From PGKT? Chris. Commander, Carrot.
Come
on up.
Our community manager.
Yeah, tell us about it. Tell us about PGKT Project Fest and what we're doing here.
Which camera do I look at? Because there's a lot of cameras that I see here.
Look at Chad's camera. That one right there.
All right. Hello, my name is Chris Connie. I'm the community manager for Project Community. This is Project Fest 2024. This is a 10-day event happening right now. We're just halfway into Project Fest, so you can join in right now. We are an event group that hosts events to showcase the different communities held inside of VRChat. For Project Fest, we do this once every year, and for this year, we actually have 107 different booths from a whole bunch of different communities around the world that you can go and see when it comes to different RP groups, when it comes to just like DJs, or even spaces where you can go and work out. There's a lot of stuff to go and find here, so if you have the time, if you have any people that want to go and see, then this is the place to go to.
This is how you find your community. It's a great place to do it. And it fills a niche that VKET really hasn't up until very recently, where Project Community is more for like the RP groups, the community event hosts, the classes, things like that we don't normally see. Like the core of the VRChat community, the reason people log in here every single day is to join these groups and find an interest. And the number one question you see on places like Reddit and other things like that is like, how do I make friends? What do I do in VRChat? This is it. So if you're watching this for the first time and you're like, man, I don't get it. It's a virtual reality chat room. No, it's a community space where we all get together and make really cool stuff. And this world is super cool. So we should. Why don't we go on a bit of a tour? Tell us about the world as we go along, and we'll just kind of walk and talk before we get to our world hop. We'll give you guys a chance to shine.
Yeah.
All right. Vomit.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm about to make half the world vanish for a second. Nano, good to see you.
Hello.
Thank you for joining.
You too. Thank you.
I got the camera. Yeah, I lost my guide.
I got the speedrunning music.
Oh, there's so many avatars. I have to hide the majority of them so I can.
There's nothing to see here. Please disperse.
I want to say hello. So we got the credits board right here. If you want to figure out some of the people who have made all the stuff, it's all divided into the teams. So you have directors, team leads, and goes to each individual team. You can scroll it up, down, simple stuff when it comes to credits, and you can also see what groups they come from. So as we walk forward, we have different posters as well to explain a bit more about some things like our world menu that we have, which is accessible in both VR and in desktop, and also the different.
Yes. Oh, well, Chris is kind of
All right, now you're on the camera. Now it's all you.
This right here, actually, yeah, apparently. So this right here is also a reference of our staff member icons. So if you see any member that is a part of our staff, one of them will have these little icons floating above their head to indicate exactly who they are and what part of the team they are part of. So if they have a crown, they're a director. Obviously, as you notice, Chris, light bulb indicates that they are a member of the team leads. PJKT means the little eyeball here means the moderator, and then spray can is their general staff, which means they can be part of any one of the teams that we have outside of the moderation team.
So I wanted to showcase. Yeah, go ahead, Garrett.
Yes.
We kind of glossed over the train station, but it's really neat because it's synchronized with everybody, and there's trains that will come by every once in a while that go to different locations, and there's even a little banner above the train thing with some scrolling text. It's a neat little pixel shader, and it will display where the train's going next, and it has a whole bunch of different references. It has a reference to one of the stops is a train station near the VRChat headquarters. One of them is an old VketChan world. It's just a bunch of you just hang out down there. The trains come by, and there's even an announcer that will say, next stop is here. Is it? Oh yeah, it's right there.
Oh, that's amazing. There you go.
And also, so we have it's fully voice acted too by our lovely Novid player, if you're familiar with him. He did all the voice lines for our announcer inside of the tram system. So yeah, he's our little PA.
Got it.
If you've got the background music running right now, also right here.
Yes. Hello, hi. Yes, I was the one that composed the music for this year's fest. Obviously, I'm not the only musician within my music team. I have great honor to say a lot of the people that I get to work with on a regular basis. We have people that are more newer to the space, such as Sayuri Pastel, which is also a member of our livestream team. We have Xurix, the founder and creator of Laserdome, Avi Wars, Fate of the Earbloss. We also have somebody like Wobbly Pixel, who's been around and done music for conventions since VRCon. And we also include one of the amazing ones I get to have the honor to say as part of our team. We also have Xeon, which, if you're not familiar with any of the older worlds like Gaia Knight and stuff like that, he's the original creator and the one that created the music for those.
I have one other person that I want to throw under the bus real quick. We also have Curtis, who's the developer of OVR Toolkit.
Yes. And a huge thank you to Pesky for working on the world and uploading all the boosts and fixing issues with those at the last minute. I mean, that's all really incredible stuff. We know obviously at VKet how hard it is to run an event like this, and you guys are doing a bang up job. It's really impressive stuff. One thing that we passed and kind of came over a little bit quickly was they built a beautiful world menu. So if you're here for the first time, take your joystick and flick it up and then down. So take your joystick, flick it up, and then down.
Yeah, so if it's no different than the Just Be Club. So all you do is just go down and up on the analog stick to pop it up if you're in VR. If you're on desktop, all you gotta do is click the M key, and it will pop up, and it has everything from settings in the world to a map that actually shows all the booth locations. So if you want to find a community specifically, you can use that to locate them. And also, it holds the schedule that has all of our events that happen throughout the week which auto converts to your time zone. So if you open that up and look at the schedule of all the different events, all of that is within your own time zone. So whatever start times you see there is what it will be for you.
Ooh, I kind of want to also jump in on that real quick because we have one extra feature that we added this year that we haven't done previous years because of string loading. Those events are up to date almost real time with string loading. If we were to add a new event right now on our backend server, it'll update probably about 5 to 7 minutes on you without having to reload the world.
That's fantastic.
You'll see a little, on that menu, you'll see a little panel that says next event in, and it has a counting down clock that also updates depending on what we do. So if we have to delay an event like an extra hour or something like that, or have to cancel out an event because unfortunately like that community cannot make it, it will automatically update that timer to whatever's the next event.
Without having
or
to
whenever
reload,
it's
which is
starting.
like the most awesome thing that I love about it.
All right, so let's take a look around the event. Like, show us a little bit about the world and the development and what the theme is.
Oh. There's so many people.
Which explains a bit more when it comes to who we are and ways to support us. So you see there's a poster here for the world menu as they're subscribed, and then we also have an FAQ with a couple questions, stuff like how you can get involved, how to get like an event or booth, and of course additional stuff there. We also have multiple ways that you can actually go and support us. So we have a Ko-Fi link that you could go to. If you click down there, you can actually see it pop up. ko-fi.com/pjkt is a way to go and support us. We also have, of course, our creator market where you can actually go to the store and get a supporter role, which allows you to get priority queue for any instances that we have. And then there's also a new thing that we're doing, merchandising. Shop.projectcommunity.com. We have shirts, we have neck gaiters, we also have pins as well. A lot of cool stuff when it comes to ways to support us. But yeah, this is all a completely volunteer event that we all get to do, and we have a lot of fun to do so. But one thing I also love to show off as well is the thing that is right next to Pi, which
actually Pi's right in front of it really quick.
Hello.
Well, you might be standing on it.
Scoot a little bit.
I'm standing on
I'm
it.
holding it.
Pi is
Our Telly Award.
It's local for you, Cupid. So it is
Oh, I
a
was
local.
gonna throw in
You
the
can
trash.
pick it up if you want.
Yeah.
this is the Telly Award that we won from the 45th annual People's Telly Award. This is honestly the first time that I think any like VRChat group has actually won an award from the Tellys. So yeah.
Awesome.
And this was, by the way, this was entirely modeled like quickly within like an hour from Pesky. Like he, like after we won it, we announced it, and Pesky like immediately got on to making this little 3D model of it that we were allowed to place inside the world. So kudos to him for getting it done so fast.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I actually, I had
Please
Pesky
grab it.
write
You can see the engraving on it.
Normally they put your
hand.
name on there when you win the real like trophy and you get it sent to you, but I had Pesky just write the VRChat community because it wouldn't have been possible without literally everyone here.
Yes, exactly. We have big thanks to that.
Nice.
And yeah, this is an entirely local. This is entirely a local pickup, so anyone can grab this and take a photo of if you wanted to ever have a photo of you holding a Telly Award. So it's completely free for everyone to come and pick up and take some photos with it.
Yeah. So now we have a bit of a crossroads of where we want to go. So there are 3 different ways. We can either go close to the stage, we could go back over here where all the booths are, or we could go around this sort of center over here because there's also some more booths this way. So this is our little choose your own adventure side of things.
Is there
Which way do you want
possibly a
to go?
VKet booth? Ooh.
There is a VKet booth.
Wow, we should go to the VKet booth.
What an organic segue.
Well, I guess we got our direction now, courtesy of Corbell. So I guess let's head down there first, and let's go and
We gotta.
Let's go
show
see
the
the
homies.
booth.
We gotta show the homies.
Oh.
You guys have web-based submissions and prefab-based submissions and an SDK.
Yes.
Right?
So, where is Pixel? Yeah, let's get Pixel over here to talk about that.
Everyone keeps walking away from me while they're talking.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. Maybe some of them are still on the train station.
Hiding down there.
Yeah.
We have different booths from all different communities from roleplays. We. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about booths and SDK. What's the question?
So you have web-based submissions as well as Unity-based submissions, your own SDK, and booth prefabs as well as.
Yeah, let me get with Carrot on this one because we both kind of worked together on this on 2 different projects. So Carrot was in charge of actually creating the SDK, which was in charge which handled the actual submission itself, and then me and the IT team were in charge of the API that worked on actually storing that. So I'll let Carrot talk about the beginning process, and then I'll finish it up with the IT stuff.
Well, we really wanted to solve 2 problems. 1, we wanted it to be as easy as possible, but 2, we wanted to be able to manage the content that people upload a lot easier, because previously we had just said, hey, send us a Unity package of your booth, and then we don't know who you send it to, or oh, my headset's cutting out. All right. But yeah, it got to be a mess. So we thought, like, cool, if we can just have everyone upload everything to a server somewhere, and we just download all the booths from there when they're done, just kind of like the same way you do with VRChat, like avatars and worlds. In fact, it's so inspired by VRChat's SDK that in the VRChat SDK, you add a world descriptor or an avatar descriptor to something, and we just stole that terminology and made a booth descriptor, and it works exactly the same way. You just pick which one you want to upload, and then it goes. Yeah, made a lot of improvements on it this year, and it looks a lot nicer. Last year's was kind of like slapdash together, but there's still plenty more work to be done on that. And in fact, we're going to be moving over to using VketChan as the booth validation tools for that, because it seems to work really, really well. And so that'll be an update coming for our next event. But in addition, this year we also decided some people don't know how to use Unity, and it can be a little rough for them. Maybe they don't even know how to use Photoshop, so they can't piece together like a texture for the pre-made booths. So we made a little tool on our website where you can just say, that poster on the booth, use this picture, and it will just generate the texture for you. You just upload a bunch of files, and then it generates everything and submits it. So we can easily just plop it in the world. So
that's fantastic.
Never been easier.
For those who don't know, VketChan is actually the backend system behind VKet's booth submission process, and it is open source, and you can download it and use it for your own projects if you'd like. And we developed it specifically for that reason. And the more people use it, the more encouraged they'll be to translate everything. So if you guys are curious about it, that's my jam. I love that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
it's great to hear. But your SDK, it's funny how people tend to converge on similar ideas when it comes to that sort of thing. There's a lot of similarities with the way that project communities booths are submitted, and there's some things I like better about the way their SDK works, even compared to Vket's. So it's really interesting to see how different groups doing similar events can kind of play off each other a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be definitely putting some of those ideas. We've been sharing that with our team too.
Yeah, we can just kind of work together and keep building up stuff better and better.
Yep.
So anyway, as soon as he has everybody send their booth through the SDK, it comes into our backend server. It's pretty simple. I mean, we run a couple of API routing so that way they can submit it, and then we store both the booth and a preview picture for our staff to view when they're going through downloads, and we'll also, instead of overwriting booths when they're submitted, we copy. If they resubmit a booth, we'll create a copy of the folder under a new name and then overwrite the old folder. So that way we always have a backup of the original in case something broke or something happened. With their specific booth, we can always go back a version if need be.
I know we said it earlier, but how many booths do we have this time? Like, you guys have 100 and...
This year we had 107 booths, which was almost like really close to double what we had last year.
That's impressive.
I know that is double, because last time we had 53, so...
No, we had 54.
Yeah, almost exactly double.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, it was 54.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And on top of that, out of those 107 booths, 90% of them are custom made as well. So.
Oh yeah, there's way more custom made booths this year than ever before.
Yeah.
It goes to show that people are starting to get really advanced with like they're learning, right? And you can see the evolution of people who do these kinds of events, and they get better and better and better as time goes on.
Yeah, just like we are, you know, and we've already have like ideas for the next event to make sure that, you know, to try and innovate off of what we've done in years past. Yeah, we also have like we said, we have the web version website for booth submissions. Same thing happens. We bring that over, and then I just created a really quick and dirty staff website that they can go in, see the amount of booths that we've received, have the ability to download all of the booths into one zip file or download individual booths. I think next year, something that I want to work with the SDK team on is having an SDK or a staff SDK that allows them to like auto import booths and stuff like that, instead of having to go from website to website to Unity and back and forth and overwriting things and stuff. So
that certainly sped up our process for sure as well. Like having an auto build system and being able to give people like a look at their booths means that they'll be able to fix their own issues before you guys have to come in and do it. So it's always a learning process. No, it's amazing. The world is enormous. It is Quest compatible. Definitely come along and check it out. If you're not here, definitely check out Project Community before it is over.
Always be Quest compatible.
Definitely.
Well, yeah. One thing
and the world stick around.
Never.
Yeah, never not. Yeah.
Definitely a
never
big,
not.
Definitely a big. Yeah, we're always Quest compatible, but definitely a big shout out over to Pesky and the world team for being able to stack 107 booths in one world and able to still make it Quest compatible. Because once you start adding those in, it can get very crazily unoptimized very quickly.
I'll tell you, there is a
Speaking
lot
of stacking
fader
booths.
magic going on in here.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
And lack
there's
of
a lot of witchcraft.
colors.
Yeah, congrats on you guys. That was nuts.
There's one texture for the environment. Oh yeah, let's move on.
Oh.
Oh my.
The herd moves on.
Yeah, best.
Reoccurring plot device.
We do have Peach right here with running the Metacosm booth. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have enough time today to get through all of them. I definitely want to come back and spend a lot of time in here. We want to showcase absolutely everybody. Of course, this doesn't have to be your only. This doesn't have to be your only event. Like if you didn't make it into PJKT or you didn't know about it, there's VKet Winter coming up, and then hopefully PJKT next year. Definitely apply to those two and get yourself in front of as many eyeballs as possible.
Yeah, and two thing I'll mention, really quick, as well, is regarding the representative stuff. That application is always open. So if you have a community yourself that wants to come in and like get represented and everything, you can apply right now to become a rep. And if you get accepted inside of that role, you're automatically secured a location for next year's booth submissions. So
there you go. Get in early.
So. Yeah, so you can get in as early as right now to sign up for a booth, and you can completely like get accepted in right now to have a guaranteed slot for when we do next year's.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good thing to know.
And on top of that, mentioning the Metacosm stuff as well a little bit earlier, one thing that some people have started to notice as well that's in our world, while we do have a bunch of video players that are immediately hooked up to our live stream scattered around, we do also have a separate video player out in the skate park in the back end, and that shows specifically people that have done films in VRChat that have submitted films to us. And so if you're ever interested in seeing some of the crazy art outside of, worlds, avatars, things like that, definitely go recommend checking out the skate park and seeing some of the films that kind of autoplay throughout the week.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Is like, what other gimmicks have you built into the world beyond like what people have done for their booths, right? So that's perfect. What else can you find in here?
So if you quickly follow most to this stage,
Let's go over here.
I want to showcase the new settings that we have. So, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you first to lower this dial to the bottom.
Okay.
Let me bring you something.
Okay, so we'll lower the volume, I guess.
Okay.
He's bringing me something.
to see. I guess in the meantime, I can actually talk about one of the many crazy media team systems that we actually went over that exists, that we have access to in this world. Veeps, you can come over here if you want to talk about it too. But the one of the biggest systems that we got that was courtesy of in collaboration with our world team. They are completely built up to help us out. So we have an entire built-in lighting system in this world. We can spawn several lights that can either be pointed like directional lighting, generic world lighting, things like that. Like we're able to use these all for media purposes, as well as a multicam system built into the world, so where we can
Which
set
we're
up
seeing
separate
there.
little-
Nice.
Yeah, which we're seeing in action right here. Is you have different multicam systems where we're able to place little objects, and it auto connects to your VRChat application. So once you activate it, it will shift your VRChat point of view on your desktop to those little systems, and you can alternate between all those cameras.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Very cool.
If you look up here, you'll see we're up there and we're over there.
Whoa,
And
that's
over
cool.
there.
Yeah. You will also see there's other locations, like smaller TVs on the ground, where it does completely mute your audio when you're around them to hear the live stream. So we have like one over near the entrance. We have one by the skate park as well, and all of those hook up immediately to a live stream as minute as we either input the link, or if we're the ones hosting it and we're the ones doing the live stream, it auto switches the point of the video player to our live stream. So auto puts in the link for us and starts playing it throughout every instance that's available.
That's fantastic. Really, really good stuff. Wow. Well, let's do a quick walk around, like, so guide us through like the path so that we don't double back, and we'll do a quick walk through it, and then we'll drop a portal to the first VCAT world, and then we can start answering the group here's questions. But yeah, but you know, that way if you walk us through, that's the best way. Let's take a quick peek around.
So
we'll zip by every booth and go from there. And then
so
check it out
it's
yourself.
yeah, it's really creative. Like I really love how much detail has been put into each booth. We do have like so many communities this year. Everybody has put like so much of themselves within every like polygon that they were allowed to use. And you can see like world creators, you can see like small startups, you can see like community, like large community groups like VR. You can see like all these amazing role plays inspired of all the things that they love, and it's just really incredible. Some things are actually kind of like inspired from, or actually not only inspired, they are part of the beginnings of VRChat, like the like people that appreciate certain models, like the Hopus, and so
we have the Hopus, we have the Rindo down there.
Yeah.
And then I mean, even talking about like some older memes that even Lun remembers. I mean, we have Ugon and Knuckles that has a booth here as well, which they're still around, which a lot of people don't know about.
We were just hanging out with GS Genesis earlier as we walked in here. He has some of the best, best recreations of game shows, like classic game shows you've ever been to. Those worlds are fantastic and a lot of fun.
Honestly, really underrated.
For content creators and our communities.
Yeah, having posters is a great way. Like low,
and on top of that,
low effort, big impact.
This actually, we get to also talk about a little bit something special. If you mention, well, obviously we have the creator from Go Loco that gave us a booth. And this actually goes in tandem with another event that's running at the same time as our week. We have what's known as Project Inc., which, if you're familiar with this, with conferences like TLX and things like that, very similar notion. And we're all about showing off different systems and like amazing developers all throughout VRChat. So we have people like Go Loco who has a booth in that world as well as this one. We also have Lun's wife had their own thing about all the avatars they build. As well, that's in there with Shift K. And we also have other groups such as like, we have Argus VRC, the ones that are in charge of the Project Aincrad world. They have a booth here with us, and we were able to talk to them about that. And also Go Fluff Yourself with the Avatar PvP system. We have a lot of cool developers that showed up this year, and we were able to show off a lot of the work they do.
Including Lakuza as well. We have their poster.
Lakuza as well.
Post-world.
Yes, we have a poster of Lakuza.
Yeah, and his new project he's working on.
Yeah, and we do have, I think, 2 more speakers for Project Inc. So if you want to learn something technical, definitely do recommend checking those out when they come in. We go into our separate world, which is Project Inc., and they go stand on stage and show off a presentation of what it is they do and how all the development is. We already went through Go Fluff Yourself with the PvP system, and DX with his camera path system, XS overlay systems, hollow space, all of those like crazy little things. We had him talk about those, and then I think we have 2 more speakers that are planned to come up for Inc. this year.
Yeah, and you can find the world actually at the entrance.
Let's move along here. Let's keep going.
I'm on Friday alone on the stage.
Yeah.
Just other IPs like Team Fortress 2, Star Wars, and even just milsim groups that are like notorious for doing a bunch of military style roleplay.
There you go. If you're into or you're looking for a community, this is the place to be for that. If you want to find a group that has a similar interest to you guys or something that you're into, this is the best way to make friends, because you already have something in common if you belong to a group that is, that has something you're into, right?
And also, if you want to actually learn a little bit more, if you're still a little concerned to kind of know what these groups are like, one thing I'd recommend at the Project Community Twitch, if you want to find that, it's literally Project Community, all lowercase, all together. In there, actually, today, before this event, I hosted a community interview showcase where I got to go to some of the creators of these people and get to kind of ask them a couple questions, saying like who they are, what they do, what platforms they're available on, like either PC VR or Quest available as well. And like we're able to give a generic overview of a lot of them, and there actually is planned to be another day to show that off as well on the 7th. So the last day of Project Fest, I will get to have another segment where I get to go live and show all of you guys some of the amazing communities we have here for this year.
Thank you.
Excellent. Wow. Yeah. No. Definitely check this out. Definitely find a group that works. You never know what you might be into. And if you've never like really got what VRChat was really about, I think that this is the core of it, right? These kinds of groups are the core of it. Some people also, they spend a lot of time building avatars and coming to VKet. That's their reason to be here. And events like this are really how you get your name out there, because sometimes, it feels like you're shouting into the void, and it doesn't have to be that way. That's the whole point of social VR, right?
Yeah. If you see like the center of this area, it's kind of surreal, but that's kind of like it was kind of like docked with these structures by Pesky and our development team to be more used to as a kind of like covering system, because most of these people like to use combat, combat scenarios.
Oh, so they'll do avatar combat right here in this open space.
Yeah, mostly as a roleplay, because we don't have the avatar PvP system in the world, obviously for optimization reasons. But they just like to mess around with each other.
Yeah,
and just keep on doing like the combat.
That's the other thing we do and why we format it. As you notice, like all of it's like all these booths are located in open space, and that's one of the things we encourage, is not just people to come in here and find a community for them, but the reason why we have it so open space and all right next door to each other is we try to promote these communities, collabing with each other during the event, and also like maybe finding new partners to collab with for future events and things like that. Like that is another reason why we do the organization that we do in this world, is to not just encourage finding communities, but to encourage communities finding each other.
Yeah, it's a great way to do it. Going to these types of events, attending World Hops, attending the Sunday meetup, like all of these things are great ways to meet people, and networking is 50% of of creating, right?
I know a guy.
Hello, everybody.
There's so many cool booths in here. Alright, we'll do a quick
Just chilling.
Definitely encourage, just in the interest of time, definitely encourage you to come check out Project Community. If you have a cell phone, you can come check this event out. Don't need a computer. Don't even need an Oculus. You just need a cell phone.
Yeah. I'm really eager to get involved before I stop checking his people.
It's easy to get lost in here.
Come, everybody.
Yeah, very much is.
That's why there is.
Easy to
Yeah.
get distracted.
This screen.
There is some map.
Shout out to Lun's wife, Shifter K, who has a booth right here.
Wait, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I knew.
This is your booth. Oh, no way. Like, we've been here every day, like, the guys at our booth, because like, I was next to that, and we're trying to figure out, like, who this person was, because, like, one of our friends wants to buy the butterfly avatar.
Oh, there you go. Well, you can buy it. You can buy it. It'll be for sale at the next VKet. We just finished our VKet booth, as a matter of fact, and we've been in a bunch of VKets before that. Here's a fun VKet fact about Shifter K. She's actually responsible for, you might remember, this convention is a spiritual successor to VRCon, and Shifter K and I were actually the creators of VRCon back then. So we made that avatar. And then also we also do a lot of the World VketChan. So if you saw Las Vegas VketChan, that was me and Shifter, as well as America VketChan, that was us. And then quite a few little works throughout VKet over the years. She's done some texture work for multiple worlds, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've been creators in here for a very long time, and we like to be at every convention we can. We've done Ferality, we've done Project Community, we've done VRCon.
Switched to the Connie model.
Yeah,
so,
this was one we did for that
and created
event.
all through Shifter K and Lun. So both worked on the model.
I just like this. This is really cool thing with the model. Like this, like
you gotta throw something in there.
Yeah. And then, just I guess a small little factoid I'd like to pay attention. You guys are usually a tag team when it comes to making avatars like these. Like one of you works on the model, the other one does all the texture work, if I remember correctly, correct?
Yeah, I usually do the base sculpt, and she does all of the refinement and texture work.
So technically,
it's a lot
this
of
is
fun.
not just Kay's booth, but this is also your booth.
Hey, she definitely owns it at this point. She's not only the character designer, but also the texture creator and the artist at the end. So it definitely becomes hers in the end, right? It would probably stay half finished if it was just me. Well, let's move on.
Just a single NA TwitchCon.
We got Project Minecraft here as well, who have been a community booth at VKet twice now. Also,
got the largest booth last year, if I remember.
We got
that's right.
First person with the largest booth. We don't have the full booth here. The full booth's actually going to be at VKet with more functions and stuff. We're also on stage on Friday on Project Ink stage with Vanessa and stuff in their team. So we're actually giving a talk here on Friday as well.
Great. Definitely come check it out.
We have the.
If you're a fan of sword art, it's the place to be.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely it's absolutely an amazing honor to get to have these guys on stage and be able to, not only talk about the development of Project Minecraft, which is one of the things that you guys will be able to talk about, but they also, if you show up to that event, they may or may not be revealing something really cool that's coming up. In regards to that, so I won't spoil anything, but definitely recommend checking it out if you want to hear some cool news come from our RC.
Yeah, definitely don't miss it for sure.
It sounds like the skate park is the perfect place to drop a portal. I might need Shadow River's help to gather everybody up, though.
You're awake.
Yes. Not for long.
This little location, so this little location, as I mentioned, this video player is specifically hooked up to all the submitted VRChat films that people have given us for Project Lens side of things. If you don't know, Project Lens is a film festival that we've done last September, and so we decided to bring it back along with our main fest this year. And so all of these films that you see on the video player right now are all submitted to us from community members. So all of this stuff is done all freelance from them. So if you definitely want to see some very creative people that have learned how to really do a lot of cool stuff in a space like this, then definitely come and check it out. And not all of them are from stuff like Metacosm, Portal Media. Like we have those big studios that have submitted some of their films, but a lot of these submissions are actually indie people that had just got a bunch of friend groups together and made an entire film just inside this space.
They've done a great. So
and Corbell has found the donut.
All right. So I guess
you should have been here on the first day. They had like a massive PvP battle. They just missed the PvP area she came from. But on day one, the space.
Poor Bell, doing everything he can to stay away.
Fighting the stormtroopers, fighting like the lolly police and all that. The LPD they're now called, and they were just having this massive shootout while I was trying to like tell people about like the booth and stuff. And there was just like firefights going off all down this like side street, and people were walking around the corner going, "What the hell have I come into?" And it's like, "Welcome to Project Community."
Welcome to Project Fest. Yeah, no, it got very fast in a lot of these instances.
We did observe
one of the active things that we always do. You'll see Wolveeps in a bit of a tram avatar. This was built by a friend of ours by the name of Jonas. He's part of the PvP community. He made the tram, and Veeps worked on all the texturing for it. But yeah, this is a tram that we literally offered that goes around the entire map, and people just kind of ride it. So we'll have a lot of people like get on it and just ride it throughout Project Fest.
That's funny. Amazing.
Is the maximum.
Oh, 60?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Literal party.
Who's the booth?
Yeah.
The benches are a lie.
The
benches are a lie.
Yeah, so this right here, we have Colin's Penrose booth and everything, which is, I mean, since you guys weren't unfortunately at the community interviews, I'll let you have the chance here. How about you just explain who you are and what you guys do, since you're right here.
Yeah, I'll make it really quick, because I know you guys are running really fast, but we're Studio Penrose. We're a VR film studio. We were formed about 6 months ago, and we produced 3 films, one of which won an award at Raina's Immersive 2023. And we have 3 more films in the works, as well as a 10-episode series that we're working on. And yeah, we're really excited to share more films with you guys.
That's awesome. Did you win an award?
Number 6.
We did. It was at Rain Dance 2023. The first time that they actually showcased VR film, and it even was shown in London, which is kind of cool to see.
Awesome.
So yeah.
What a great thing to have on your resume. That's amazing. So congratulations.
And
this is how you get discovered.
Yeah, and this is a fun little thing that Khan's group kind of gets the privilege of, but you can see right here on the truck we have a display for one of the videos of the live stream. So you can come right over here and hear the live stream as well, just right next to their booth.
We have
you can
TVs
chill,
all
get
over
some
the
pizza.
world that if you want.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, it will stop the world music, and you can hear it live right here. So we have several spots and locations like that, and we've had several people actually hang out and like near booths and talk with the community members, all while also watching the stream. So it's amazing to see all the interaction that people get in here.
Another great.
Yeah, VR dancing
This is
community, Dust
another
Bunny,
great community.
great group. Yeah, they're
no,
fantastic.
That's VR Dance.
Oh no, sorry,
Academy.
this is VR dancing. I mean, sorry, my VR dancing is different. Yes.
Hey yo, we love 10K, over 10K for the Trevor project.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I believe I sent you a poster way back for VketChan for them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. I know the Dust Bunny also did a thing here too, and a few other things over the years too. So like they're everywhere. There's a lot of groups here that you recognize.
Yeah, Dust Bunny. So actually, we had a dance.
You should get a booth here.
We had a dance event, dance class event that was held by Sunny and everything, like for VR dancing. So they were able to come in and get to show off their community by helping people kind of learn how to dance in VR.
there is something to it, right? It's you have to treat it very differently when you're dancing in VR. There's so much.
Yes.
It's very different from just normal like dancing. There's things you have to think about that you don't normally have to think about when you're wearing a headset. That's for sure.
There's a lot of fun way for VRChat dancing actually that you can really innovate and have a lot of fun. I mean, like, you know, I've shown off I think a couple of times on streams like my VRChat dancing where I do something a little unique. I actually use my play space to do some flying around with my dancing. So
there's a lot of additional things.
A lot of fun,
One thing I love about VR
there's
is how you
a lot of fun ways you can innovate it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Gotta sneak through the booths here.
So yeah, no. As I mentioned, actually, if you go right down there, Lun, one thing that you'll find familiar. We have one actually showcasing that actually has a booth here as well.
Yeah, this is an excellent booth. Like they have actual personal trainers that will work with you in this gamified workout system. So these guys have.
And we actually have two exercise-based ones here. We have the Mighty Gym and Soaring Fitness, which not only has a booth but actually did an event with us to kind of help people get in shape and like learn some basic exercise routines that you can do.
That's what I gotta do.
Oh no, the booth is live.
Yeah.
Ronald asked me booth.
Sneak a booth in with a booth. Sneak a booth in with your booth.
Yeah, I think Soaring Fitness often helps.
Actually, funny little story. We've actually had that happen before. If you're familiar with the Rindo cult that we saw a little bit earlier ago, the original story behind of why they have that whole little pop-up tent kind of design to theirs is because, believe it or not, back in VRCon 3, Rylan, who was the original owner of it, put it on an avatar to kind of just pop it up in the VRCon booth because they didn't have a slot there. So he would just go into that world, do the little pop-up tent, and show off the Rindo cult. And then later on, we gave them a booth here at PGKT, and then they've been here with us since 2023.
Oh wow. Okay, we got about 7 more minutes. So.
This is a DJ club known as Cryptic. It's one of the best designed ones, I'd say, out of the custom ones. And they actually, this is something they added in themselves. It actually does have audio link that reacts to our world music.
Yeah, audio link.
Audio link.
I made sure to add that as well. Japan tours.
We have both Haya's, we have Japan tours, and then the one that Haya runs here, which is Japan Ninja. Which, like, if for those who are unfamiliar, and those especially on the that may be watching, that's mainly like outside of the Japanese culture, inside of VRChat, Japan Tours teaches you a lot of things about Japan culture and also like the kind of stuff they do here, and show off a lot of amazing world creators on the Japan market. And also, I mean, Japan Ninja, as you can notice, it's staged in a classroom. This one also helps with culture, but also helps you actually learn Japanese. So if you're interested in trying to learn a new language with a bunch of other people that are trying to learn it as well, definitely check out Haya's like Japan Ninja group.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you want to learn a different language, like completely new, behind you there's Project Babel.
Yeah, Project Babel as well.
Yeah, right next door.
Fantastic. That's awesome. The whole little like languages section. I like how you guys have the layouts of the booth set up in such a way that there's a lot of very similar things together. I know we missed one wing. I know that Aztec over here has his Rift booth. And I guess to see the rest of the project community, you can spend all weekend in here, just like you can spend all week at VKet. The good thing about you guys keep your worlds around right after the event is done, so it's never going anywhere. I will say over the years, I've sent people to Project Fest as a place to start. Like they ask, like, how do I get into VRChat? What do we do? You know, go to Project Fest and check it out. You know, that's how you find a community and groups. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back and spend some time with these guys as well, the other wing on the other side. So, But if we don't drop some VK worlds and show off what we do, it wouldn't be fair to everybody else who's here to see that too. So I guess we got to do both. But again, thank you so much to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely recommend it. And as you said, like, even if you don't make it while we have events running all throughout this week, if it's like, unfortunately, you just don't have the time for this week, we definitely do recommend checking out the World Record list, because as Lund mentioned, these worlds don't go away. We don't delete them and everything. They're free to come in. We try to keep them as actively updated to where they're at least functional. And everything, but so maybe maybe you saw a booth that you were skeptical of joining, and then found out later on after the events are done that that you ultimately decide to join them. You can completely come back to the world and even still grab the functioning links of to their Discord page and things like that.
Almost all of these links in here will link you to a VRChat group page, which has links out to their web pages and their Discords and everything else. So it's VRChat has provided a lot of really great tools that make it fantastic. So yeah. So speaking of VKet, I guess we better drop portals to you guys. For those of you who have not been to a VKet world before, for the benefit of the people who are here, I'm going to make sure that it's a Quest compatible one. So let's get started with that, and we'll switch gears. And if you stick around, hopefully you'll be able to get in with us for a video in Tokyo at the end of this. So that's the bonus for all of you here who came for the Project Community World Hop. That is the bonus. So if you want to join us, that is the chance. So we're gonna pull. We're gonna do a Quest compatible world. Let's see. Which one did I say earlier, Chad? Do you recall?
What's the mall one? The shopping?
Yeah, let's do VK Plaza Express mode. We also have Pretty Park Party as well, so we'll do two.
Hey Lund,
There's
when
also
are all
Madam
the
Wonder
VKet
Comer.
worlds gonna have shader motion so you can give multiple tours at once?
Yeah, that's gonna be. I feel like we may have to use DX's tool in the future. So we've done Lake Village already, but we're gonna do. I guess we'll do a Grand Vale Academy of Sorcerers quest mode. Sound good? And then I'm gonna try to do Madam Wonder cameras if we can.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. So check out Project Community. We will definitely be returning throughout the week. I know I will. I'll be hanging out at our booth if you guys have questions about VKet, and hopefully do a Project Inc. talk. And yeah, here we go.
Pizza. Like
Portal.
Whew, that's a lot of people. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream. We were just absolutely slammed. I think we're up to like almost 80 people within that run so far. So if no one gets in, we apologize. But you can check out the stream, and when we get to the next world, maybe you'll have a chance to jump in with us there. Also, don't forget to click the little heart button if you haven't already.
I think we've done this one before.
Look at all these diamonds. Look at them all. So many. If only I had a 4090, I could show everyone.
So many people.
Wow, look at them all.
Guess
They're all
touch
capped.
This grass you speak of.
It's crazy.
This grass you speak of. I know not of this grass. Hey, can I download it? Can I download it?
Yeah.
Is it an attachment for my avatar?
No, it's part of RAM. You just have to download RAM, and then you get grass.
Oh, I hear there are a lot of graphical requirements to see this grass. No, not of this grass.
I really love your.
I got in, Sammy.
Your really colorful, like tie-dye, like avatar that you got on.
I had a disagreement with the paint truck. I think the paint truck won.
Oh.
Hey, I had a disagreement with our supply truck. I think the supply truck won. Oh yeah.
people down. We may have to go back to Fest, or I might have to go in and update the world counts on the ones that I have access to.
That can be completely up to you if you guys want to do that. If not, I mean, for anyone that can't make it in, I mean, we can try to, we can try at the very least, like, try to try to at least like catch them at the end, have them all like come to VketChan Fest World.
Yeah, or we can do the entrance world as well for videos.
You can issue a notification that says skill issue.
Oh no!
Everybody who can't make it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm just finding another world to preload before we go.
Okay.
For the next one.
Obviously, if you guys want to make it a little easier, I don't know if I'm assuming you guys are doing it through your group, but if you need like an extra location like ours to do like an instance queue group instance,
yeah, we may want to do that.
Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated.
Yep, that'll work as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, so maybe just
thank you so much. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome.
You guys' worlds.
Might be the way to go. We can also do Tetherford Quest as well. So we have been to one of these before on Quest Compatible, but there's 4 of them. So Tetherford is good as well. I think we'll do that for the second one. All right. So
one of my favorite worlds.
Sounds good.
So we got a lot of folks here. How many of you have been to a VKet world before? I'm guessing most, if not all of you. Who hasn't been to a VKet? That's a better question. Who hasn't been to a VKet world before?
Yeah, raise your hands if you haven't been.
If you haven't,
one right
or speak up. You got one right there. You've never been to a VKet world before?
2 or 3 times I've been.
Nice. So like you're new to it. So that's fantastic. Well, again, for everybody who's watching here, we do actually have a lot of viewers today. I will say hi to the 189 people that are watching on Twitch right now. So it's fantastic to have that many viewers, which is pretty surprising. This is, I think, a record for concurrent viewers. So it's good to have you all here. And also welcome Raiders. We have, I think, who did we get? So Blitz rated with 26 people as well. So thank you for that. I'm going to say hi to the chat just a little bit. We're on a Quest compatible raid world hop today. And again, thanks to all the first time viewers. So yeah, welcome to VketChan. This is a Quest compatible map. We have this is from VketChan 2023 summer, and this is a Quest compatible version of the Granville Academy of Sorcerers. So come on through and check out some of the avatars that you can find here.
Oh my god, I thought that owl was outside my window this whole time. And it was
Oh really?
yeah, I was like, why is there an owl outside my window? I have chickens though.
So really quick, one thing I think would be a good thing for you and Shadow to talk about really quick, is since we have a good chunk of viewers that are probably actually from VketChan, have never heard of VKet, do you want to talk about a little bit about like the fact that of like how the worlds have some incorporated like lore to them and everything, and actually have some stories?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot that goes on when building a VKet world. One of the main things is that the worlds are built from scratch. All the designs are built from scratch. There's a huge world team that works on them. Usually we have 4 to 7 people that work on each and every world. We sometimes bring chunks of them back to be Quest compatible, like this one. This was originally debuted in 2022. And also the background music is originally designed. So we release an album for every VKet. And the lore behind this one is very Harry Potter-esque. It is a Academy of Sorcerers. Where everyone gets an element and you kind of work your way through. There's 2 sides to it, 2 different versions of the world, and they all have little hidden secrets inside. At this section of the booth, you can actually stand on here and figure out what your elemental aspect is.
Like it's like an emo tractor.
So the fun little thing as well, fun little thing about the elemental system too is that I remember is specifically that every whenever you change instances, it always changes of what element you get.
It does.
It definitely does.
Part of what we do here at VketChan is like, again, a sense of scale. So a lot of people don't understand how many worlds we produce. We do these events at once every 6 months, and at every event we have around 20 to 30 worlds that get produced, which is a lot. And we do that every 6 months. So
I just have to mention that really quick.
Does the world creators
I dig it.
like make your worlds, by the way, Lon? Between
What's
like,
that,
your
sorry?
events? How long does the world creators? So you make 30 worlds for VketChat. Your world
Yep,
creators
roughly.
must just be like dead. Like, so how
well,
long
I mean,
do they have?
Well, a lot of them come from the games industry. They've got a lot of experience. Vket's been around since 2018, so we have 5 or 6 years now, and a lot of the world creators that were working on VketChat from the beginning are still part of it, right? And they all have a dedicated team, and we have a schedule, but we also have concept artists and texture artists and dedicated modelers and dedicated sub-modelers, and then if you want to be part of that, we actually have a website. It's crew.vket.com, and we bring in temporary staff for gig work to help work on VketChat. So during like the core of Hickey has the core of Hickey has more than 100 employees. I won't say the exact number. We have a lot, and then it balloons a little bit with core with the crew that comes in building the world. So we invite people in to help build them, and
there's the answer. Then that's for the see. I have like lots of little people in the background making all this. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's lots of little contributors, right? And then of course all the booth creators too, and most of the people who work on VketChat Worlds get sourced from the community, right? So each one of course, just like at Project Community that you just saw earlier, each one of these is an individual booth creator. A lot of times from the Japanese community, but it's an international convention and anyone can apply. So if you're looking for an avatar, this is the place to go. Going all the way back to 2018.
And a friendly reminder, these are Quest compatible avatars.
Bring in front, which actually is a very cool system. For those two, obviously you have ways to find avatars through VketChat and everything like that. But the other thing that we got to offer that's as a booth over at Project Community, you may have noticed if you ran past it, we have a new service that actually came out in collaboration and helps of the Western market. They have a booth parlor group where it's basically a service of an entire website that goes through booth and helps like translate everything. So if you want to look for like have an easy way to search through booth without needing to really translate Japanese or learn Japanese, definitely an easy way to get through that for the Western market people.
Yep, we also have a translation system built right into the website, and we have encouragement to do that on the booths as well. So if you switch the world into English, most of the booths will also have an English switch.
So definitely you have the access to avatars like these is constantly growing.
Of course, for the people in the chat too, this is an opportunity to ask questions. If you have any about VketChat, this is the time. And anyone here too, for those of you who can hear me, if anybody's curious about why and when and what this is all about, this is the time to ask. Why?
It's okay. It's safe. It's safe to eat.
It's just a hot tub. It's just a hot tub.
It's just a cozy hot tub.
It's just soup. We just soup. Yeah, stores. Just soup.
Did the Terminator thing.
Yes.
You know, I guess this is the best that we can ask for when we don't have a bed in the map.
Yeah, everyone jumps in the pot.
Oh my god, hell.
Oh yeah, so fun little fact I should miss because Corbell's making the joke. This little factoid about Corbell, he's been falling asleep at the virtual market booth for like all several days of PGKT has been going on.
5 days. Tonight is 6. I will sleep there for 9 days in total.
What a champ.
VketChat, 14 days of VketChat. I will sleep in VketChat for 14 days. Ferality was 8 days in the dealer's den. I slept there for 8 days. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent waste of time.
As long as I can.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, nice. I don't get cooked.
How's everyone?
Hey.
Hope everyone's having a good day.
I'll die for
No,
death.
keep that.
Or else.
Hey guys, I think the cauldron's affecting me. Do I?
Oh.
I got this, man.
Real quick request. We don't need to set up a new instance for this, but on new instances, can we set up the queue? So that way people who can't come in can at least wait.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
So we'll
I
get to the
tried
end
joining in
let's
that
get to the end of
entire
this.
time.
I'm gonna drop a queue. Yeah, I should have done it with queue. Let's do it again.
Guys, I think
That would
Careful,
be cute.
don't
Just like
That's a really good point. When we do these worlds as well, mostly we just have the concept art and then the description of the world, and that's all you get to start. We don't actually have the world finished, and people are already working on their booths. What's really neat about VKet is that a lot of the people that make booths and avatars in here, the first time they build, like the first time they start building whatever it is based on whatever world concept they wanted to be in. So they'll apply to 2 or 3 different world concepts depending on which one they get in, and they'll start working on both the booth and even the content of the booth at that time. It's often that you'll get anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000 new assets that get created simply because VKet motivates people to make new stuff.
Wow. That's amazing.
And also, your team does a really good job at organizing kind of thematic, like kind of themes to which booths get in what world to kind of help fit the environment a little more.
Well, that's because people do tend to apply for the things that they want to build. So if somebody's like building a cyberpunk, like mecha avatar, they might apply to something like like Iron Ravens, or if they're building a fantasy avatar like Melting Dead over here, you might end up being in here. It makes perfect sense. One cool thing too you'll find is that a lot of creators that are on VRChat's default world row are past or current VKet exhibitors. And the top 80% of the most popular avatars on booth are all VKet exhibitors as well.
That's amazing. Everybody should be getting involved in this. Like, everybody needs to get involved in this.
That's what I'm saying.
About 3,000 slots. Yeah, we have about 3,000 slots every 6 months. Yeah.
It's definitely like the amount of slots that are open for 3,000 has definitely like doubled over the years. Because I remember working with VKet 3 and it was only like a quarter of that.
Yep, we actually, so when we won the Guinness World Record, we counted, in the time we had allotted, I think they counted 1,790 booths, and now we're double that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have three Guinness World Records, one for most booths in a virtual event or most exhibits in a virtual event. We have Guinness World Records for the most avatars photographed and posted to social media in 1 hour, and we have the third Guinness World Record, which is the most avatars dancing and posted to social media in 1 hour.
That's amazing.
For this year.
And we may be going for another one.
Wow. Kidding.
Hint, hint.
Anyone that was familiar with when you guys, anyone that was familiar for when you guys were doing the VKet Man little shorts, yeah, would recognize these little plants.
Oh my god.
They were fantastic. One cool thing about all of these plants and some of these assets, every time we do VKet, we actually release some of the submodel meshes that you can download for free on store.vket.com. So all the worlds have like all these cool little downloads, and then also we do contests and events during VKet where you can get world assets for your own worlds for free. By completing those things. So a bunch of stuff from this map and all the other maps in 2023 and 2022 are available, and we'll have a whole bunch of new items coming out for the next one too. So you'll be able to download those. Yeah. So they're all free on store.vket.com.
Actually, hey Len, I don't know if you want to mention this, but I did see something actually in chat that might be an interesting question that somebody asked. How long does it take usually for VKET to be planned?
It takes about 6 months. So we're already planning the next one right now.
Plan ahead of time.
It's always gotta be had.
About one to two VKETs in advance, generally speaking. We're usually figuring out the concept for VKET Winter right around the time that we're releasing VKET Summer, and then usually during the closing ceremony we have a little bit of information about what it's going to be and the dates and times. And of course there's VKET Real as well. So not only do we have this convention that gets attended to by about 1.9 million people, there's VKET Real, which has I guess so far we've managed about 40 to 50,000 people in person at our convention in Tokyo.
Yeah. And I mean, in hindsight, actually, we're not too far off from that with VGKT, because with 2023, it took us about 6 months fully to complete ad event, and then in 2024, we had a little extra time, and this one we were able to actually get 8 months to work with this.
Nice. Yeah.
So for 2024's
you get
event.
more efficient at it. You get.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
refine your techniques as time goes on.
Drop a portal with a queue. Yeah, I gotta drop a portal with a queue for the next one. My apologies. That was my bad.
I mean, let's finish this one.
Yeah, let's finish this one and open another.
I like your face. It's so colorful.
I like your face. Rip your face. Just rip his face off.
Face off?
I normally don't see like an empty space, and I just have the question. Like you have like a just a list for some people just waiting in space if someone just don't send the booth.
Yeah, it's very rare, but occasionally in one or more of the worlds, you'll have an occasional spot that gets emptied. Either the booth got pulled or they didn't complete it, right? We're almost done.
No, it's already finished.
This is the end of it here. So in the PC version of this world, we usually have community collab at the end. So that's another thing we do, where we invite a community into the worlds, and Project Community has a booth as a community collab section, is a double wide booth in one of the worlds on this one coming up. So definitely check that out in VKET 2024. So I got to drop one more portal, quest wise, and then we're gonna we're gonna go shoot a video together. So.
Okay.
All right.
And say goodbye to chat. Also, again, thanks to PGKT for the big boost here. It's obvious that working together has been an excellent way to get more people having eyeballs on both of our conventions. So we have like a good 200 people on Twitch chat today. So.
That's not a problem.
The physics gram caser chest. Let's do Tetherford. So we'll go directly from fantasy into cyberpunk. Product placement. All right, and this one does have a queue. It's once again 60 people, but I promise we'll be dropping into Shadow River's 80-person world as soon as we're done this, so you guys can join us if you're still trying right now. This one will have a queue, though. And it's behind you.
Better get in there quick.
Oh, this one.
Oh, we'll see if we get in. Hi, it's me, Chetla the cameraman. I'm still here. Thank you all so much for dropping by. Don't forget to follow. Check out our Twitter, our Discord, our VRChat group.
My personal favorite.
We do this every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. EST, and everyone's welcome to join.
It's only 32. We're gonna drop the third one right after this, because thankfully they're a bit smaller. As long as you're in the queue, you can get in. If not, pull up the stream, and then we'll go into an 80-person world right after this. So you know what's cool about this world
English.
is this is actually mirrored. This is actually mirrored in our VKet Cloud application. So this world is also available on the web, and you can see a pretty cool version of Tetherford on VKet Cloud. If you just go to event, not Tetherford, but the entrance world for our VKet booth march. If you just go to event.vket.com and scroll down, there's a little literal window to our own metaverse application, and it's right there.
Mm.
I know.
Skill issue!
Yeah. We're just trying to keep everybody's frames, right?
Indeed.
So you might notice we got some sections that might remind you of other booths. Mighty Jim has a booth here as well. You'll notice there's also some VKet Mall advertisements from VKet 6 in here as well. And all the avatars you see here, some of them are our standard NPC system. We also have a bunch of avatars that were made with VKet Avatar Creator. So we have a system that you can actually make your own avatars right on a website. It's avatarmaker.vket.com, and you can export a VRM file that you can just upload right into VRChat. And we have some popular avatar creators, and we have an open form right now. So if you are an avatar maker and you would like to make a really easy way to have like an RPG maker like avatar creator, that's there and available for you. And we're taking applications for additional people to do that now. And some of them are pretty cool.
Nice.
This is an example of the kind of avatar you can make with Avatar Maker.
Wow.
You can do that on your cell phone.
Wow. That's impressive.
I have one question.
Yep.
Can you do it on your headset?
You can do it on your headset. If you brought up a window, you could do it. Absolutely. Yeah, if you have a quest, for example, if you want to bring up the quest browser and just go to avatarmaker.vket.com, you could make an avatar right there and export it. Download it as a VRM file, and then any application that uses a VRM, you could use it right away. And it's a breeze to convert it for VRChat using Cyan's VRM tool. There's a little tutorial on our YouTube channel.
Nice. I love this place.
It's a sick avatar.
Yeah, this is great.
So there's a few more booths in here. Now, one cool thing about VKet is that if you do a Quest compatible booth, you're also allowed, if you're lucky, you can get in and have a PC compatible booth as well, so you can have more than one. So some of these creators, you'll see them in both versions of the world.
So I have also another question. Can you convert the avatar creation thing into VRChat, just like to make it into a world?
Yeah, and we also for worlds, yes. Like for worlds, yes, we also have the VKet booth creator, and you can export those as GLB files as well.
No, I'm saying like have an entire world partly using that type of entire system just to make avatars inside of VRChat.
Yeah, so in for the VKet booth maker that's built in for this VKet, we made it so that you could make a booth like this inside VKet Booth Maker on VKet Cloud, and then it would export directly into a VKet event. So for now, you can do that. Maybe more in the future. We want to have other people who aren't familiar with Unity.
I know what you're trying to say, but you're trying to know.
Yeah, not exactly. Yeah, not directly. Yeah, not directly. Not yet.
You want Second Life editing and stuff like that. Like Second Life used to have an edit tool where you can make stuff and stuff and like resonate. You can't do that yet in VRChat.
All I can say.
No, look how little.
Stay tuned. Your prayers might be answered. No promises.
Just one more. There you are.
We just used them.
This is an avatar maker avatar.
This is one of the avatars that you can use with VketChat tools to make an avatar. So
Yeah,
I made this on the website.
I'm just saying, like, can you like
yeah.
do this inside of VRChat? Just like create a whole entire avatar from scratch inside of VRChat, like a world back plane.
Some great stuff over here. We'll zip through. We'll do one more, and I gotta do a larger world with more people, for sure.
Oh, nice.
You'll find Gourmand. He's a ever-present NPC character in all of our worlds. Yes. He's the bad guy all along.
I think my favorite one is where you have to like feed him all the foods.
Yeah, just give him all the foods in Fuja.
That was my favorite one.
He's never to be trusted.
And you get like a little badge at the end as well. You do all the.
Yep. I know DBQT is watching in our stream, and that's his booth over there. Go ahead.
I wanna ask, in some of the worlds there are story modes.
Yes.
Is that gonna continue in the future virtual market?
Yes.
Or
Yeah. In
is
fact,
there-
this is a continuation of previous story world. So yeah, we do. In fact, we were planning on basically concluding the story of World End Utopia this upcoming weekend. So there you go.
Nice.
We got DBQT's booth here.
It's an ambassador.
Highly recommend checking out one of our VKet ambassadors and a great help in the server if you're building a booth for the first time.
Content creator.
Hell yeah.
The mobsters are running away. They're on their way. They're running out. Yep.
Hey, stop that fat man!
This is pretty fun, right? Yeah. A little physics game to smash this up. We actually have this system in VK Cloud as well. So we built a from scratch physics engine to do this on the web-based version too. Yeah, that's one interesting thing about VK Cloud that a lot of people don't know. It is our own game engine.
Oh, really? Be interested to talk to you about that. Maybe over a beer of VKet real one, you can tell me that.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. I can introduce you to the people who make it.
Oh, sick. I'm hoping to get well, my hotel is in Aki Harbor, so I'm going to the Aki Harbor VKet Reel, but I want to try and get to Shibuya.
Shibuya is right next door, so it should be. Yeah, it's one train stop over. So.
Yeah.
There's Gourmand.
And
There he goes.
3 this year. Oh.
He's getting away.
Oh, there he goes.
Goodbye.
Zam.
Hey, he survived! He survived!
Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna do a since we got a lot of people in the queue, I'm gonna drop a portal back with a queue over to our How's Your Progress world. We'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll end the stream and shoot some pictures. Actually, this one was winter 2023, so fairly new, but it is a remake of one from the previous one.
Right.
This is beautiful. Everybody should be involved in something like this.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much for saying so. It's again, this is just one of several hundred VKet worlds. I think we're over 275 worlds now, maybe more. I'll have to get the final count. I say that every time, but I do have to get the final count. And we're all, every 6 months there'll be at least 30 to 40 more. So
only 270 worlds.
Yeah, it's a lot to go through. The best part is with VRChat's like awesome development team and their continuous updating of the Unity SDK and Unity itself, like as the part of the game engine. We had a world hop last week going back to VKet 3, and the worlds run better than they did before, which is really impressive considering that world and all the avatars in our SDK too. Yeah, it's pretty impressive stuff. All right, so we're gonna go check out Shadow River's How's Your Progress world. And hopefully we can gather the troops and get everybody together for our send-off.
World owner access. Let's join, I guess. The portal isn't there. It's not.
Alright, everyone, we're jumping into a bigger world now, so the majority of you should be able to join as we prepare to end the stream and jump into our next activity after the stream, which is doing a small recording session for the commercial to be shown in Tokyo. So be sure to join in. Groups open to the public, world's open to the public, so be sure to hop in. Just reminding the rules. Make sure your avatar is not wearing anything lewd, something that's acceptable to the public camera, the public eye. And make sure it's your own OC, nothing that's, you know, some IP that's not yours.
Alright, so I'm going to make some changes. I hope all of our ambassadors made it in. It looks like the instance queue is working. Thank goodness.
I think they did. I think I see a few of your guys. Except for Cobalt. Where is he? Is he asleep somewhere? No, he's there.
Alright, good stuff.
He's asleep in front of the product again.
Yeah,
oh boy.
I'm too busy. I'll sleep later.
What was that? What was that like phrase in like? What's that phrase in Pred?
Welcome back, everybody.
To believe I ain't got time to sleep.
I ain't got time to sleep. I'll sleep later.
Speaking of fun VketChat avatars, actually, I guess is my daughter's showing off one we found 2 VketChats ago in VketChat Mall Cyber Mode. And believe it or not, it ended up being free. Fantastic. Are we?
Next time, look on the player count.
Yes, I definitely have to. Welcome to the we're back at the progress world.
Daughter.
Why don't you switch as well? We'll get all 3 cyberpunk mode.
2 worlds, 1 family.
You left us behind, Lun. You left us behind.
We didn't mean to. We only had 32. We had a queue. But we had to be fair to everybody. Try to get everybody in. But there you go. Now we got 80. Yeah, so it's perfect timing. Hey, there we go. Hey, we match. Matchy.
Hey, look at this family.
Yeah, good old family photo. This is the first time with all 3 avatars, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Matt.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Fit like. We just finished this one up. So two world hops ago, we found this avatar, and I was like, damn, that's really nice. It turned out it was completely free. And so this avatar is totally free, and we were like, wow. It needed a little bit of work to work on, but it came out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. While Lun was working on it, when you were helping me out with the other avatar. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. It's neat to have all 3. So yeah. So yeah, I guess that's an interesting factoid is that my entire family, my IRL family, plays VRChat together. So we're all in the same room right now. It's pretty neat, actually.
Nice. No, that's perfect.
Yep.
I do gotta say though, looking at the design of it, now that I think about it, it's a little amazing that you got this model done in time because the on the 4th, Zenless Zone is coming out from Hoyoverse and really fits that design from that.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm digging around. I'm waiting for them to re-release those MMD models like they did with Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. I want to tear them apart.
Oh, it won't take them long. It won't take them long.
No, definitely. Yeah. All right, so we got a lot of people here today. We have a stream to end, and we have to shoot some video afterwards. So we have a ton of ambassadors here as well, and who have joined us. We have a whole bunch of new people in the chat. 117 people watching today, so hello to everybody. Got a bunch of exhibitors here. What you're looking at is the world that our ambassador Shadow River built. Which is like a bit of a tradition to check out the progress of the VketChat worlds and progress of the exhibitors. It's a place to meet up and talk to people and learn a little bit about VketChat. One other cool thing that's in this world is like all of the different world concepts of the ones that are coming up are right now. You can see all the different key art of all the worlds. Shadow River has put all of the descriptions up top. You can see which ones are quest compatible. You can actually see what the booth sizes and item booth sizes look like over here. So you have regular item booths, regular booths like the ones you saw in the previous 2 worlds. There's the large booths and then the mega gigantic booths that we have in our giant deep blue well, I guess Deep Blue was last event. This event coming up is Fallen Eden. So Fallen Eden is an interesting one. Like, what if we all got stuck inside of? What if everyone gave up on the real world and just lived inside VR headsets? Couldn't be us, right? You know?
Totally be us.
So there's a whole lot of lore behind each world, and he has dutifully put all of them along here. You can also see a little bit about how scheduling in VKet works. So if you zip,
oh, there he goes.
yeah, oh, no worries. It was unexpected. So we have a basic schedule of like how things get done and how the booths get booth submissions happen. So make sure that you pay attention to the social media because it is a lottery, even with 3,000 people. So by the time this March 26th application form went up, there was 2,095 exhibitors. By the 28th of March, there was 2,375 exhibitors. And around 50% or 52% of the people who applied actually got a booth. And that can be something as simple as getting a video player in the world, just a simple video player, or just a simple group booth or one item, right? As you can see, there was a lot of applicants. And competition is fierce.
Oh dear.
But thankfully, we do it every 6 months, and you know, and there's always 2 lotteries. So we have a first round, and if you don't reply, right away, and you get in afterwards, we're in a second lottery for the remaining slots, and then of course. We run VketChan, and so one other option to get into, it does seem intimidating and difficult to get in. You can always collaborate with people, build a booth together with your friends. You'll notice many of the booths in VketChan have multiple people in them, and that spirit of building a circle, as we call it, is a big part of how we can get as many people in there. So we might have 3,000 exhibitors, but you know, oftentimes we have 6,000 to 8,000 new items.
More ambassadors, let's go.
I think I think 2 questions I'd like to see if you'd be willing to answer for those who are sitting in chat right now or right here that are uninitiated with VKet. When can we expect the event, and how can they get involved with the event?
So we have 16 days left to find more information about VKet. Go to event.vket.com. That will always be the next event. So event.vket.com. The theme this time is Boundless. You can check out our VKet Cloud World right there in the bottom of the page, so you can already start attending VKet a little bit. The web browser venues are already up and running, and that's how you can get involved. Our events page is now live as of today. So in-venue events, collaboration events, the official ambassadors, which includes all of you guys at PGKT, as well as people like Jewelry Box, who is here today, who has just shown up. We have Nanoade, who's hiding over there. TFM Johnny, who was here earlier today. Shadow River, who built this world. Yeah. Yay. And we have a ton of these ambassador folks. So follow their social media as well. Lots of people have shown up today here that are all part of this, and we appreciate every one of them.
The collab streamers.
For next week, probably
we have a few of them here too.
Yep. Yeah, you're right, about around September. And then we also announced all of our collaborative streamers. So those are streamers that are going to show up on the collab page, and you'll be able to link out to them. A bunch of them are here, so let's go that. And we got Non-Bitey Zombie, who's going to be streaming for us this year as well. And if you want to stream VKet, you're welcome to. We'll definitely promote you. There's a ton of hashtags out there for that sort of thing. So we love to have you there. So we got to say bye to the stream so we can get all these guys in here. So one more reminder for those of you who are still watching, and if you want to sneak in here at the last minute, the world is not. Yeah, we're gonna do a group photo, and then there might be 1 or 2 slots left. 1 or 2 slots left to get in and get in a video. So as a reminder, what we're doing is we are going to be shooting some footage that will be used in a promotion for VKet Reel that's going to be happening in Tokyo, and that video is going to be used on a screen downtown Akihabara. So you'll see yourself in the real world. You know, ever wanted to be on a billboard? Now's your chance. So hopefully you can get in here and do that. Maybe we'll run 2 instances. Maybe we'll try to cycle some people out if we have a few. We'll have to find out. They'll have to tell us. in the VketChat GT. So check out our Discord. It is linked in the group and also in the doobly-doo below all the places that you might be watching right now. All right, so we're gonna gather up for a group photo. If you guys haven't shown Shadow River's avatar, please do. He has this amazing shader that tells you everything that's going on. So find him. He's over there in front of the sign. Go find him and show his avatar. You'll see all kinds of information. Yep.
Lon, is this telling us what order we should go into the worlds for the storyline, or?
No, that's a ranking.
No,
that's
it's
the
more
ranking
like-
of
yeah, it's
people
the rank-
that voting on worlds to go into with boots.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, exactly. If you want to do the full story, like for example, if you want to do the whole thing for World End Utopia, you could start at VKet 5, do a couple of those, and then kind of build your way through, right? VKet 5 though, the only problem with VKet 5 is it's got like 7 World End Utopias. We're gonna do it over here.
Yep. Wow, look at all these.
World hop.
Wow, look at all these people.
Photo.
We filled every single instance.
What is that?
Wild.
I was wondering where you went. I couldn't find you in like the crowd. I couldn't find you in the crowd.
Wow, look at all these people. This is the most full we've ever been.
I can pronounce my name wrong.
Yeah, that's a big wide angle shot.
Yeah.
Blitz, we're taking a photo.
Hey, Blitz.
Yeah. You got DK, you might want to come forward. I was going to say you might want to come forward.
Yeah.
Ashley, you might want to come forward a bit. And if you have like play space, like just like put yourself above people. Camera.
Yeah, I gotta. Everyone, can you try to squeeze in just a little bit to your right, a little bit to your right, just a little bit to your right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone, can you squeeze a little bit to your left, just a little bit to the left, just squeeze in a little bit more. There we go, there we go. Perfect. All right, thank you so much, everyone. All right, we're gonna start taking pictures, okay?
Shadow River money.
Okay.
Literally right in my face.
I'm sorry, I'll get closer next time.
I'm rotating.
Come on, buddy.
I'm rotating.
There we go.
VketChan.
Oh my god.
Oh, more people joined.
Oh shoot! Don't die, man.
Oh man.
Don't die. I'm about to say, well, if you
I was just going to say, what the hell?
Your shoulder in your head.
I'm gonna make the risky click and turn my shield off so I can get a picture of everybody.
Oh, you're brave.
We're good, we're good, we're good. It's still good. It's still good. I'm still alive. There we go.
So many cameras.
Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks everybody!
Happy New Year!
Alright, thank you everyone.
You gotta come to an actual JP meetup. You gotta come to a JP meetup. There's triple the cameras. Every single
amazing. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna run over. We're gonna run over and say goodbye to the stream, and then I'm right with you. Hold on.
He's looking for me.
I love that shader so much. Oh my god, I love it so much. Alright, so we gotta say bye to the stream.
Yes.
This was chaos. What do you think, Chad? Thoughts?
That was amazing. We broke a record. We hit over 80 people plus that are trying to get to this world.
Meet the guy who made my avatar?
I think people are absolutely amazing for joining us. I'm so happy that people can experience this with us. I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, we had a streaming record too. We had 200 and something people watching, and 116 people watching right now just on Twitch alone. So that's fantastic. It's really good. It's good to see all of you here.
Hey, Vanessa.
Thank you so much. Hey, can I get all my ambassadors over here? I see Nano
Yeah, ambassadors.
over there. I see all the folks from PJKT. I want everybody to come over here if you got my ambassadors. Where are you guys?
Hey, Commander.
I'm right here.
I got Jewelry Box over there. I know she probably can't hear me. They've all got their iPods in. They got their AirPods in.
Yeah.
They can't hear us.
All right, Boomer.
They can't hear you. They got their AirPods in.
Really nice.
They don't know. Oh no, they got the earbuds in the ears.
Oh, my business.
Oh, man.
Sorry. I was doing business stuff.
Oh.
Business stuff. Well, we're about to do some business stuff. Be sure to check out projectcommunity.com and definitely check out the Project Community World, PJKT in VRChat. You can't miss it. It's one of the trending worlds right now. They're way out of labs. The most. Of course, check out VketChan.
I mean,
make sure to attend in 16 days. Check out their event before it's
honestly,
over. There we go. Project Inc. Two more talks.
Yeah, big thanks to the community.
Yeah.
We have 2 more talks on Inc. And on top of that, we have events going until the 7th. So the Sunday is the last day we have something going on. The only exception to that rule is the 4th of July, because obviously our team is based in America mostly. So for that reason, we do have that day off so that a lot of them can celebrate that Independence Day.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You got a good point there, actually. Yeah. Happy Canada Day for everyone in Canada. Happy Independence Day for everyone in America.
Happy Freedom Day, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Freedom Day. Yeah.
But no, we have events going on until the 7th, and we obviously have everything there to offer. So if you haven't checked it out already, I do highly recommend. And big shout out to our community actually being able to. Oh, lag spike.
Keep going.
Big shout out to the community who also got to help out with not only getting us out of labs so quickly, but they also let us hit trending on our 2nd day.
Yeah,
so
nice.
It was definitely super crazy.
Good stuff. Yep.
So,
and anyone who says this game is dead.
VketChat Glow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Thank you for filling out the VketChat Global instance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't believe the fear. Don't believe the fear, or don't be uncertain, and do not doubt this. The social VR sphere is just growing, and in fact, we have more users now and more participants in these kinds of events than we had during the pandemic. So, if you can believe that, it's pretty amazing.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, we are back. Yeah, we have surpassed that.
Yeah. Another thing, I would like to also especially specifically thank you guys as well for allowing our team to come in as an ambassador. It's going to be an honor working with you guys when it comes to all of that as well.
Well, thank you so much for being there for us. So the whole point of all of our ambassadors we have here today is to just kind of spread the fun and what's going on in social VR spaces. That's the point, right? That's why we're here. So, and this is a good example of that, and we can't wait to share more with you guys. So, yeah. But so without going too long and getting all teary-eyed, we've been streaming for about 2 hours. We're gonna go shoot a video, and maybe you'll see us in Tokyo. And of course, we'll see you guys next week. You can find us at PJKT for the rest of this week and the weekend. And have a wonderful 4th of July. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Get lots of sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
VketChat.
Thank you, everyone.
Let's go.
Hey, VketChat.
All right, Johnny.
Go raid someone.
I'm gonna go rate somebody. I'm looking for suggestions. I'm gonna do a quick filter.
Nice.
Similar size, same category. Let's see, what do we got? We're gonna hit somebody.